What's up, you guys? It's Matt here. So I'm going to be buying more CRO, and it seems like I keep buying more and more every single day or every week with this position. And it's probably to the question, how do you have so much money to continue to buy all of these positions? And a lot of times I'm transferring things or, taking something out and then buying CRO with it. But sometimes, or most cases, I'm actually just spending money in order to buy CRO. And this was my plan from the beginning, was to buy as much CRO as possible and stake as much CRO as possible, because I believe that CRO could be something a lot bigger than what people think or what people believe. So before we get started in this, we're going to talk about staking it on on Crypto.com, and we're also going to talk about staking it on the DeFi app. So before we get started, make sure you guys hit that like button, also hit the subscribe button for more videos like this one, and make sure you check out some of the links down below. It does help out the channel quite a bit. And also, if you guys want to follow me on Twitter, feel free to follow me on Twitter. We're almost at 3,000 followers, and I'm really excited to say that we have had growth. Today's my birthday, so thank you for all the birthday wishes that I have had today. So I appreciate that as well. But yeah, let's dive into this, because we're here to talk about CRO. This position that's currently down 1.8%. It may update to being up because things are starting to look like they're turning around, and we might see it update. But currently down about 1.88%. Let me refresh it. Down about 2%, down to 39 cents. It was up to 40 cents, and we have seen it up to a high recently of about 42, 43 cents before decreasing down to a low of 37 cents and then a earlier low of like 35 cents. So obviously those would have been a great point to get into so that you can get a decent sized swing trade. But I think this is more of a long-term position, to tell you the truth. And the things that I was concerned about with this position really was just the circulating supply and, not understanding as to where this circulating supply actually is. When I first looked into it and seeing that I had 100 billion, I was like, this is too high. It's like comparable to Dogecoin, and it doesn't really have as much hype behind it. Yes, it has its own network and all of that stuff. It's a coin instead of a token, but it had too much supply. But burning off 70 billion showed that now this has way more potential than where it was at. And for people that were in it before, you're lucky that you were in it before, and I made a horrible mistake not being in it beforehand. But if we look at some of the information behind the scenes and we look at some of the holders, we're seeing 76% or 76 billion that was burned off. This means that you would really only have about 23 billion that's sitting there. 23 billion plus that's sitting there. But crypto or coin market cap says that you have 25.26 and then a total supply of 30. So I don't know where that's coming from, and if that's going to update soon, and if we're only going to see 23 billion at some point. We'll have to get an explanation for that, but I don't have that explanation. But CRO looks amazing. It looks like a great position, and I've talked about this before. Now, why am I buying more CRO, and how much am I buying of CRO? So I'm buying probably somewhere around 2,000. I'm actually transferring 1,400 from Gate.io, which I talked about in a video already. And I don't know if I'll post that before this, but I definitely talked about it in a video and how I have to move my money off of Gate.io. And I'm going to be bringing that over to CRO and staking that, because yeah, I can't hold it in that platform, but I will now hold it in this platform and gain a staking percentage back, as well as having the potential for this to not only just 1x or 2x, but seeing it 10x, right? Plus, right? I could see that increase a hell of a lot more. So that's what I'm buying. I'm buying about 1,400 and then putting another 600 into there. And the place that I'm putting it is not the place that you think that I'm going to put it. So there's a difference between, Crypto.com, to where they're going to have their changes now, where you can stake a certain amount up to, maybe 6%, and then it gets cut in half after $30,000. However, if you stake with the card, you're going to be staking at whatever the percentage is up to the max that you have for that card. So say you get the $400,000 card, you're going to be able to stake $400,000 at that 12 or 10%, and that would be really good. However, that limits you to, that amount. So what are you going to do after that, right? So I'm taking that leap right now and staking what I can stake right now. And it's going to be something that, I have a little bit more flexibility to, and something that I don't believe will change just because of the wallet and the company behind the wallet. So it's the DeFi wallet. People are asking me about the DeFi wallet and if it's a great option for you to stake. Because if you go into information about crypto.com and their DeFi wallet, you can stake up to 12%. I think it's a little bit higher than 12% at this point right now. Looking on my phone, it's 12.35%. So it's up to 12.35%. So I most likely will start with that to see how much I can gain, with that. And if it's above 12%, I will go with the DeFi wallet. And it's all depending on how much I can gain, because yes, I'm going to have that 12% that I can gain over there, or 10% that I can gain with staking $4,000 worth. But if I don't have $4,000, or if I don't have $40,000 or $400,000, it doesn't make sense to go for that higher tier, because I can't at this point. So I try and get the most percentage back as I can get until I get enough to get to that higher tier of $40,000 or $400,000 worth of CRO. So that's my overall plan and where I'm going to go and how much I am going to get in this position. But my overall prediction of where CRO can get to and why I'm so bullish on it is because if you look at a $10 billion market cap, with a platform that has basically changing the game for staking, that's adding new methods to doing all of this stuff, it's showing me so much potential in where this position can go. And not only just a $10 billion market cap, but a $100 billion market cap. And as other things start to establish above the $1 trillion market cap, or Ethereum well above $500 billion market cap, you start to see Binance go up above 100 billion. You start to see Cronos go above 100 billion. You start to see Solana and Polygon and all these other coins that are created rather than tokens that are created, seeing it gain so much value in the market cap and the price and everything that they offer. So now you're really changing the game and turning into something that's a lot more valuable. So I'm buying more CRO, and it seems like every week that I'm buying more and more CRO and just trying to do as much as I can in order to gain a lot with this position and gain passive income. Because remember, the passive income is where it's at. If you just stake $400,000 at 10%, so right now, I can't update this and give you it at 10% because it's only stakeable 10% or 12% through the card. So if I just do it by USDC and take that 10% and say I want to stake $400,000, right? $400,000, I'm going to gain $40,000 per year. $40,000 per year just staking my CRO on this platform. So I know that it has a lot of potential if you can stake a decent amount of money, plus the price of CRO increasing a hell of a lot and gaining a lot out of that. So my overall mindset is to gain passive income. It's not necessarily to just gain in the price, which is always great. It's to gain passive income. And then if it gets to the point to where I'm over that $400,000 mark, yes, I start to shave out. I start to pull some out until I get to 400,000 again. And if it decreases down, then I add that money back in, right? Just to be able to always profit throughout the deal and always accept my reward as I'm paid out weekly. So we'll see how all of this plays out once I do get to a point to where I'm staking with the actual card. Right now, I'm not staking with the card. But I'm buying more and more CRO as the days and as the weeks, as the months go on. So make sure you guys hit that like button. Let me know what you think about this plan. Hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell for more videos like this one. And also make sure you check out some of the links down below. It does help out the channel. Don't forget to give me a follow over on Twitter. That does help out as well. But I'm going to get out of here and I'll catch you in the next one.